But here's why I'm kind of positive during this story is because when I do comedy, I never want to offend anybody. Like I want everybody to have a good time, and not everybody agrees on what is offensive and what is not. So there's certain topics I try to stay away, like discipline. Like I'll never talk about discipline. Like, how do you discipline your kids here? You don't? Okay, wow. That explains how California ended up like this. Okay, so. I'm just saying, we don't. Some people are for timeout, some people are for spankings, but that's a hot topic among, and I'll be honest, I don't want to offend anybody, but I'm raising 3 boys, and I spank my kids when they're bad. Yeah, well, okay, all right. I'm glad other people applauded, because I just heard you, and I thought you were spanking somebody. So. It is, and I do it in love, too. Plus, I got the James Dobson Strong-Willed Child book, and that helped me so much, because it was thick enough that when I spanked them, I told that joke in a church one night in Michigan, and this lady came up after the show, and she was like, "You're advocating child abuse. You should never spank your children." And I was like, "You're a Christian. Haven't you read Proverbs where they talk about it?" And she was like, "That was different. That was the Old Testament. They didn't have time out back then." And I was like, "What?" It's like, "Yeah, they did. What was the lion's den, huh?" Like, because spankings worked on me. I grew up in a loving Christian home, but when I was bad, one time one of the worst spankings I ever got was I was down front at church, and my dad was leading singing, and my dad said, "On this next song, let's stand to our feet." And I don't know why I did this, but I was like, "Yeah, everybody stand to your feet." Good thing he said that. I almost stood to my liver. We never sang that song. He shut the book, he walked right down, he picked me up, he carried me like a football outside, and I deserved it. People are going, "Oh, I deserve the spanking," but you are right, it was embarrassing because it was right in front of my children, and